I'm sitting in an ice cold water bathtub. This is not relaxing. This is really hard, but I want to give my legs some recovery. And I think ice cold water after a run might be a good idea. I did a 32-kilometer run and I cannot believe that I did that. How did my body do that? How did my legs go that far? I'm so proud right now. I'm so proud of my body. Feels good. My legs are dead. Oh, I don't know for how long I'm gonna sit here. Maybe a few more minutes, then I'll have a shower and get ready for a big meal. I'm hungry. I'm really hungry. Straight after the run, I couldn't eat something, but now I'm slowly getting hungry. And thank God I already put some potatoes in my air fryer. I'm really excited for my potatoes. And then I cannot wait to chat with you about running. I told you I signed up for a marathon, and in total I had around 8 weeks to get ready for this marathon. It is in a few weeks. Today had been my longest run, 32 kilometers, my longest run, and then 10 more to complete the full marathon, which is crazy. I don't know how to do that. But after today, I realized we are so much stronger than we think we are. You can put yourself mentally in a place where you are capable of doing amazing, strong, crazy things. And I realized that today. But anyways, I want to share some tips with you. I want to share what I've learned so far. And I prepared a little plan for you, a little running plan in case you also want to run a marathon one day, because I want you to reach your goals as well. And I know many of you are so interested. I saw all the comments about, hey, Anna, do you have a plan for running? And actually, I wanted to start this video by saying I'm not a runner, but I want to give you some running tips. But then I thought I am a runner because I'm running. And everyone here, if you think you cannot call yourself a runner because you think you're not good enough or you're not fast enough or you're not running long enough yet, you are a runner. If you go running, you are a runner. So welcome to the Team Grow Running Club here. Today we talk about running. It's also so crazy how comfortable it suddenly gets. My breathing is so much better now. Like I can talk to you sitting here in a nice cold water. That is crazy. Okay, but let's get out of here. I'm done. The last thing I add to my post-workout lunch plate, by the way, this is a mix of a lot of different things. Not the most aesthetic meal, but it's a lot of things that I had at home. Potatoes, homemade hummus, a little bit of feta cheese, then these lentil chips. And then I made some cauliflower. I boiled it first in hot water, and then I thought they need a tiny bit of crunch. So I put them in the air fryer. They are definitely not crunchy, but still okay. And some tofu. Yum. And we're gonna add a bit of ketchup and we have a drink. And I'm so ready for it. Whoa. That's good. When it comes to eating and fueling your body for a marathon, especially now when I'm running so much, I really have to make sure I'm eating enough. It's quite a lot that you have to eat because you also burn a lot. You burn a lot of energy if you run distances like 20 or 30 kilometers. But you know, I just try to listen to my body. I fuel my body with the things that I'm craving. I try to educate myself a tiny bit more, especially when it comes to eating during the runs. Today I had to eat during the long run because, yeah, like your energy at one point is out. You need to keep fueling your body throughout the run. So today after 10 kilometers, I had a little snack. After 20 kilometers, I had a little snack, and I stopped 3 times in total for water. I think I would have needed another snack today. The snacks I eat during running, it's these raw fruit bars. Do you know what I mean? I use the ones from Food Spring or Coro. It's just dates, nuts, dried fruits. And it's like a little bar, and it's so easy to eat. And for my digestion, it works really well. But I also know a lot of my friends, they use gels, running gels. Works quite well for them. So you have to find what works for your body. But I do think when you run a little bit longer, you have to make sure that you have something with you. You cannot run 30 kilometers without anything, without water, without sugar, like without gels, without snacks. I couldn't finish the potatoes, so I'm gonna save it for later. Well, let's say I tried to leave a tiny bit of room for ice cream because it's one of the last summer days here in Berlin. I really want to get some ice cream. I really want to go outside again and get some last ice cream. Here's an important thing. Younger me would go on a run. She would run for a long time just to burn calories. And then she would go out for ice cream and she would be like, now I deserve it. Here's the thing. I'm really proud of myself today. I'm really proud. I'm proud of my body. I'm proud of what I just did. But it's not that I reward myself now with ice cream. It's not the fault that, yes, I burned so many calories now and now I can eat ice cream. No, I can eat ice cream whenever I want. And even though if I am not going on a run tomorrow, I still can go out and eat ice cream. And I should not feel bad about it and I should not feel guilty about it. Why am I saying this? Because I know so many of you struggle with it and I don't want you to struggle with it. Enjoy your workouts, enjoy your meals, but don't fall into this mindset of you just deserve to eat if you work hard before eating. Like, no, stop that. You can eat ice cream whenever you want. This ice cream shop is so good. They have the best ice cream, but the issue is you can never sit there. So I sit on the opposite of the street. It's always so busy. You can never find a place there. So I'm sitting here eating my pink grapefruit, which was a really good decision. It tastes really fresh. And raspberry yogurt. I don't know why I've chosen that. Such a boring choice, but probably because it's pink and I just want to have some pink ice cream. I have a gadget. I'm back home and I have this gadget that I wanted to show you. Back in CrossFit times, when I was so into CrossFit, I had many days where I was so sore, where I could hardly move. And then I got this Theragun. Have you ever seen that? It's a massage gun where you can massage your legs or... Oh, wow. Tomorrow I will feel crazy. My legs tomorrow will feel really bad. Tomorrow is a full-on rest day. I'm looking forward to this rest day so bad. I cannot wait to not run and don't train my legs and don't train my arms. And I do nothing tomorrow. I have a big meeting and I will sit in my meeting chair and I will just let my legs hang down. Team recovery and rest days, they're so important. So damn important. Again, back to my younger self, back to teenage Anna. She would not stick to rest days. She would be super motivated and she would feel guilty if she would take a day off and rest. She would feel lazy or she would feel not working hard enough. But one thing that I've learned from a coach that I had was that rest days are as important or even more important than training days. Because every single time when you train, which means when you run, when you do a home workout, when you go to the gym, you destroy your muscles. Like you destroy something of your muscles. And it's really important that you give your muscle time to repair then. That's what happens when you stick to a rest day. So don't skip your rest days. It's really, really not smart. I also feel like I feel so much fitter and stronger and healthier since I stick to rest days because I give my body the time to recover and repair and grow. So the true growth really comes when you also stick to your rest days. Don't skip your rest days. I always wanted to do a marathon, always. So when I was younger, I was running a lot, but I never did more than, I would say, 20 kilometers. And then I had this knee injury. I don't know if I ever told you about, but after doing a lot of CrossFit, never sticking to my rest days, ignoring pain, I had a knee injury and then I also had to do a surgery. It was really bad. I couldn't work out for a really long time. I couldn't even walk after the surgery, which was really, really bad. I gained a lot of weight and I was so unhappy. I was so frustrated and unhappy. Thank God I had a really good coach who was talking to me, and she was not just my physical coach, she also helped me mentally a lot. So she always kept telling me that it's gonna be over soon, and we focused together more on the upper body. That also helped me mentally. But I actually thought I will never be able to run again, run crazy long distances. I never thought I will be able to do that. The doctor also that I had back in the days who did the surgery, he said I should just not do crazy intense things anymore. I should do low impact things. Walking is fine and good, but that's not what I wanted to hear. And now I'm training for a marathon. If I can actually run more than 40 kilometers, if I can do a full marathon, then I'm so proud of myself. And it's kind of like I'm showing this doctor who made me feel like I cannot do that. I don't know, it makes me feel really powerful and strong, and I will prove him wrong. I will definitely prove him wrong, and I will show him that I can do that. Turn on the lights in here, baby. It's getting dark, so dark. I had to turn the lights on because suddenly it's dark outside. What did I do today? I did nothing else except running and eating ice cream, okay. But wow, time has gone this quick. And this is also what I'm realizing. Training for a marathon is pretty time consuming. It takes a lot of time and a lot of energy. I think I underestimated it a tiny bit. I thought, I can run that. I can do that. I thought also that I'm quite fit from all the home workouts that I'm doing. I'm quite active. I'm really active. I feel really strong. But it's something so different. So if you also think, you're super fit, you're super strong, you can definitely run a marathon, think twice because you really have to train for it. So you start really slow and you build up week per week to a lot of kilometers. You can also use different kind of training methods throughout the week. As an example, on Monday, you can go for a really short, really slow 30-minute run. On Tuesdays, you could do interval training. So you go for sprints throughout the training. And then as an example, every Sunday had been my long run day. It started with 9 kilometers on a Sunday, and then it was 12 kilometers, and then it was 15. And then suddenly it was 20, and then now it's today 32. Now I stop. So 32 kilometers is the longest that I'm running. I'm not running any longer before the marathon. Next week is already going down again. So next week I have to run 20 kilometers, I think, on a Sunday. Another thing I realize is that there is nothing worse than having digestion problems throughout the run. In the morning when I can't do my morning poop and then I go on a run, it feels so awkward. So my whole morning routine is so important, including my coffee and my water and my breakfast and my morning poop. Because if I cannot do my morning poop in the morning, my run sucks. My run really sucks. So I try to have a lot of time in the morning, because also if I stress about it, if I wake up in the morning and I stress about this morning poop, then I can't. So I plan already a lot of time in for all the things that I need to do, and then it works out, and then I have an amazing run and an amazing experience. I try to answer some of your questions. Most of your questions are coming on Instagram. Also, you can always text me a DM on Instagram. You can always hop on over to my Instagram channel, Growing Ananas, and text me there if you have any questions, if you need something. I'm there for you. It's also crazy how these messages, as an example, really feels like it's really connecting. It really feels like friendships to me. So I read your DMs, I read your messages, I keep chatting with you. Sometimes I keep chatting with you via voice message, and that's crazy to me. It really feels like we're family and we're friends together. Anyways, I try to answer the most of your questions, and I told you I bring snacks on my run. I don't bring protein bars, for example, to my run. When I say bars, then I mean whole food based bars. That means dried fruits or dates is the base, and sometimes they're mixed with nuts or oats, but that works really good for me. But everything that comes with sweetener or additional protein, that makes me feel so bloated and that makes me feel so bad during the runs. So more the whole raw food based stuff that works really good. I never bring water because I struggle a bit with carrying the water bottle. I also always bring 2 phones with me, one to film, one to listen to music, because I always film for Instagram. Yeah, it's kind of like a wild mix. I haven't found the perfect vest yet. I know a lot of people run with running vests. I also don't want to wear one. I don't know why. Because everyone is wearing it. I don't know, I'm so stupid, but I just don't want to wear one of these vests. So I'm also looking for a belt. Maybe that is my next investment. I will let you know next time if I find something. But also, it's totally okay to wear a vest. I'm sorry, if you wear a running vest, you're cool. Maybe you can recommend me something. Maybe you can recommend a running vest. But so far, I never ordered because I never wanted to wear one. I don't know. But in this running vest, you could put all your snacks, and you maybe can also put a little bit of water in. And it's actually really smart. It is really, really smart to get one. Now I just put the snacks in my running shorts. So the running shorts, sometimes they have a zip where you can put something in, and that's what I do. I never bring water, but here in Berlin, there are a few water stations where you can get water. Like these little water things where water is coming out in a line, and then you can drink. And that's what I do. Today I stopped at 3 of them. I just know these 3. One is at Tempelhofer Feld, where I'm always at, and another one is another park. I always had in my mind, okay, I want to do like 10 kilometers and then I want to do a hydration break. So I was running to the first hydration stop, and then to the other one, and then back to the other one, and then back to the other one. No, in total I had 3 stops, I think, and 1 pee break. So far I cannot run without a pee break, especially when it's a really long run. But that's also okay. A lot of you asked me if I make breaks. I do make running breaks when I need to pee, for example. And then team, when it comes to what I'm eating before a run, I always have breakfast. Always. I cannot not eat and go for a run. So I always have breakfast. Most of the time it's rice cakes with avocado and eggs. Same what I'm eating every day. And after my runs, I'm not really hungry, which is an issue. You should eat. You really should eat after your runs. You should fuel up. I'm not really hungry, so I always have to wait a tiny bit. I see how that goes. So I also don't want to force myself to eat if I'm not hungry. But yeah, maybe if I realize I'm not really recovering, I feel really sore, really crazy after my runs, then I might have to check that immediately after my runs I get some better nutrition. Let's see. That also leads me to the next point, team. Listen to your body, and also everything that I'm telling you right now, use it as helpful tips and helpful inspiration, but you can try it, but maybe it doesn't work for you. That's what I want to say. So maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. It's up to you and your body, and you really have to figure out what works for you. That's with everything in life. That's always what I'm telling you. That's also for the training plan that's linked down in the description box. Check it out. I hope it helps you, but also listen to your body. If the plan really doesn't work for you, then you might have to check out something else. I just really want to help you. And yeah, I made it really general so I can help a lot of people with it. But yeah, maybe you need some more individual support from an individual coach. Anything else that I want to share in this marathon running video? A lot of other questions that I got had been about music, but I don't want to share my playlist with you yet because they are freaking crazy and wild. It's such a wild mix. Today I listened to classic music for like 40 minutes, and then I swapped to techno. It's a wild mix. Sometimes it's musical songs, sometimes it's film music, which I also really like. Sometimes it's dance compilation music. It's a wild mix. So a lot of different things. One thing that I always do is throughout my long runs, especially, I kind of think in a way of that I'm a character, and I make a lot of scripts in my head. So I build a scene in my head. As an example, I don't know, I play an action movie character and I'm running from one thing to the other thing, or sometimes I have to run away from something, then I usually run really fast. I just come up with a lot of different stories, and that also distracts me really good. So I love that. I love to play different characters throughout my runs and build up these stories around why I'm running. I really love that, and that helps me to stay motivated and not get bored, because running is really boring. It's really, really boring. My running shoes right now are from Nike. I like them, but I would really love to do a running analysis, where they check your running technique and your running feet, and they give you the perfect shoe for your feet. I highly recommend you do that. I highly, highly recommend you do that. It's really important to have the right running shoes to prevent injuries, to make sure you're not in pain. By the way, if you notice any kind of pain when you're running, you shouldn't. A lot of people told me that you should never feel any pain when you're running. I want to be honest, sometimes I do feel a little bit of pain. That's why I really have to check my shoes again, if I have the right shoes for my feet. But I do feel a tiny bit of pain, sometimes in the ankles. Is it called? No, sometimes in the ankles. And that's the called ankle, right? Like, this is called ankle. In the ankle, sometimes I get a tiny bit of shin splits, or my knee starts to hurt again. So that is really important that you have the right running shoes. And yeah, I think I answered some questions. I'm gonna go and get ready for dinner now, because now I'm getting hungry. Now I'm hungry. Lunch was good, but now I'm ready for dinner. I already popped in some more potatoes and vegetables into my air fryer, which saves me a lot of time. It's gonna be a chilled night tonight. I will just eat now and watch Netflix. Have you heard it? The air fryer was like doot doot doot. So I'm getting ready for dinner. Team, I hope the training plans help you to start your running journey. Maybe they just inspire you, have a look, but I made them for you, and I really hope I can help you a tiny bit. You can also pop in every question here in the comments. Pop them in and I will answer them next time. Yeah, keep running, team. Let's keep running. Let's keep growing. Also, if running isn't for you, you still watch the video. I don't know why you watched it, but if running isn't for you, that's also okay. Even though it's such a trend right now, everyone is running. You don't have to. You don't have to do what everyone else is doing. You don't have to run to see results and to make progress. I didn't run like this in the last years, and I was still able to make a lot of progress, I think, with home workouts, with HIIT workouts, with strength training. So you really don't have to. Don't feel pressure that you have to run. Also, if you want to run, but you don't want to run crazy things like a marathon, that's also okay. That is amazing. If you do something for your health, I'm really proud of you, no matter if you do crazy extreme shit or not. Anyways, I'm anyways proud of you. I'm proud of you for everything that you are doing, and I hope you're proud of yourself too. Team, have a good night. If you're watching this at night, have a good day if you're watching it throughout the day. I give you a hug now, of course. I give you a hug. It's just a bit hard to get to you today because I'm sore. Big team hug! Thank you so much for being here. I almost kicked down my lamp. Thank you so much for being here, and see you soon. Bye. Good night.